Maybe I'll do a video today. Hey, it's Jabbo. Welcome to BrickTsar. Your home for Lego randomness. And today we're going to be doing BrickTsar Answer Thingy live. So, yeah, I'm wearing the Black Panther shirt that was sent to us from Jackson and BJ. And I was really... I'll talk about this in a minute once a few people get in here. Hey, Pete. How are you doing? Hello, Lego Freak. Hello, MLego17. I hope everybody can hear me. Let me know if I'm heard. Hello, Adventures with K-Trains and Brick Trains. Hey, Joey. We got to sit down and do our A-Fool podcasts. I don't know what day we're going to do it. Monorail Manfred, Xavier, hello King's Peak Creation, Barry Francis, always appreciate your help, Barry. Xavier, I was just looking at one of your comments right now, Xavier G. Oh, thank you, you can hear me, that's good. Alrighty. So, yeah, I'm going to do the BrickTsar Answer Thingy live. I'm going to look at questions in the comments section, as well as questions people may ask here on the stream. Hello, John. Lego Freak says, so much traffic in Norfolk, Virginia, headed up to the Outer Banks for the week. Oh, cool. Yeah, I filmed a video, what was it, yesterday. And that's what I wanted to talk about. So I filmed a video, I came home from work, I filmed a video, and this shirt, this Black Panther shirt, and the other shirts were given to us by Jackson and BJ. And I was so excited because I was like, okay, I'm going to continue with this challenge, continue my streak. So I came home, filmed the video, got the shirts. I was excited about that. Edited the video, uploaded the video. Then we sat down to watch Star Trek. My son and I, we were watching Star Trek, and I was like, wait until it got to the HD. Once it got done processing to where it was HD, then I was going to publish it. Then I thought I had published it. Then I filmed another video. Then I filmed a video for Trains Are Fun. Then we watched another episode of Star Trek. And then about 11:30, I was going to bed, and I was just going through comments on various videos, replying to comments. And at 12:01, I looked, I'm like, why do I not have any comments on my video? And then I saw that it was still private, and I was like, oh. And so I immediately published it, and then I was like, I have no video that shows published on September 10th. And I was so sick. I was like, I just technically ended my streak of like over a year and a half of consecutive days posting a video on a different day. And I also ended my streak for this year. And does that mean my streak is over for the t-shirts as well? So I'm a little sad. So hey Hoosier Bricks. Hello Aaron. Hello Peter. Yeah, so I was a little bummed out about that, because if somebody wanted to like say, well, your streak is over, I guess they're technically right, but I feel like I filmed the video, I thought it was uploaded, and I posted it less than 2 minutes late for the day Eastern time. So it really stinks, and it'll forever, I'll go back and look at my videos and I won't have a video posted on September 10th. Even though there's a video that I filmed after that one. So I filmed that video first, then I filmed a video on Trains Are Fun, and you can see the aftermath of the video I filmed on this channel on that video that was uploaded on the 10th on Trains Are Fun. Because I filmed it after this one. So I'm still going to finish it out, I guess. I'll just say, there was a glitch. And in the big scheme of things, I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, so let's just say we're in the central time zone. So Brick Train said it showed up at 11 p.m. for them. So that was technically on the 10th. So the streak is still alive. Pacific time zone, Mountain time zone, Central Mountain Pacific time zone, it still shows the video. So I got that little, I guess the streak is alive, yes! Hello, Shy Time. Hey, Shy. And that, Monorail Manfred, here's the answer. I am sure was a part of the world where it was still September the 10th. And yes, indeed there was. So the streak is still alive, we'll say that. So different shirt every day. And I got so many shirts that Jackson sent us. I filmed another video that will publish tomorrow that Cosmic Twirling sent me a really cool t-shirt also. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, so I'm going to answer some questions from previous videos. And Xavier, I think I have one. Well, yeah, I got one of yours. All right, so I'm not going to show anything up on the screen because I don't know how to do that. But the first one is from Dan Easton. It says, are you going to Philly Brickfest on October 2nd and 3rd? And unfortunately, I am not. I am not going to any conventions this year. The next one that we have booked is Brick Fair, Alabama in January of 2022. And I hope nothing happens that ends up postponing that. But no, I would love to go to Philly Brickfest. I have to use a lot of my vacation time for dental work. Yeah, brush your teeth, floss your teeth. All right, so Raymond Dyes asks, how can you buy on Bricks and Pieces and on Bricklink? So I haven't done a tutorial on Bricks and Pieces ever. And Bricks and Pieces, it's not easy. I mean, but it can be done. I hate Bricks and Pieces as far as the order experience. So maybe I should do a tutorial and show you what not to do, like backing up in your browser and your shopping cart gets emptied after you've spent an hour adding things. And then also Bricklink. To me, Bricklink, even with all the updates they've made, it can be confusing to new buyers, but I still like Bricklink. So yeah, maybe I'll do a tutorial one day. Dudeju20 asks, how long should I wait to get an invoice from a seller on Bricklink before I message him? Because I got a friend in Lego Places where the whiskey drowns and the tang chases my blues away and I'll be okay. But I'm not big on social graces. But I'll slip on down to the Lego store. That was in reference to the black hat. Which I still got, Joey, I haven't mailed your black hat yet. I apologize for that. I meant to ship it out today and I didn't get to the post office. So I'll be sending your package and Earl's as well. But I think 3 days is the limit I would wait. I think it takes longer to process an order for some sellers because they got to, I think some of them actually, and I would never do this. I don't pack an order and then send an invoice. Never. Never do that. Never, forever, ever pack an order without sending the invoice or getting the payment. Because you're going to regret it one day when the guy doesn't pay and then you got to put all that stuff back. So I base it on the shipping weight or the weight that Bricklink shows, and then I get a box and weigh it if I need to do the invoice in that way, which I never do. But I think 3 days is a good time to give the seller time to prepare your order. And also it's according to Bricklink terms. So if they haven't sent you an invoice within 3 days, they are violating the terms of service. So yeah, you definitely need to contact them if they haven't sent it within 3 days. Xavier G, hey, he says, have you worn this shirt yet? And it was in reference to, I think, the Born to Build shirt. And I sent him a link to the video. I did wear that Born to Build. Sometimes in the thumbnails it's hard to see what shirt I was actually wearing in the video. In this video it's the Black Panther shirt. Magnum Sailor asks, what is the name of your Bricklink store? That was kind of a running joke there for many years. But I put a link in the description and they found it. Xavier G says, now Gru is gone. Can we expect Time to Say Goodbye sing-along video from Yoda? So Yoda is way behind on making videos. I got a couple of video ideas for Yoda. I just haven't instituted them. And with the shorts feature, I think that channel would be perfect for doing YouTube shorts, because a lot of times the ideas I have are going to be brief anyway, like zingers and partial song quotations. I got a cough. I need a cough button. I'll get back to the chat in a minute. Okay, so Grandmaster Glass, and I did mention this in a previous video, but the guy who placed that very, very large order, it was $900 order, 7,800 pieces. He said he's building a 18,000 piece Star Destroyer and a very large scale Mario from Nintendo Mario and some other projects. So that's what he's doing. Guido Gucht asks, will you add the DeLorean? Add to your DeLorean the Playmobil, Star Trek, and also 18 van. So DeLorean, the DeLorean. This is my Playmobil, Marty and Doc Brown. I thought I didn't collect DeLorean stuff. Then I remember I do have the Playmobil stuff. I have the DeLorean and a couple other things that are Playmobil. I'm not going to be starting to collect Playmobil, but when he did this comment, I looked and saw the 18 van, and I was like, oh, but it's $90. I don't know if I want to get it. It hasn't come out yet. All right, so Mr. Sneeze asked, how was your dentist appointment? Hope it went well. It did. I had 2 major cavities filled. I got to go back for 2 more cavities. I got to go to a periodontist, so that's not going to be fun. All right, Kylo Creations asks, why do you collect sealed sets? Well, those aren't sealed. But my answer to him was, I'm a slow builder, and Lego makes sets faster than I can build them, which is true. All right, let me go back to the comment section now, or for the chat. I know I've ignored it for a while. Hopefully, thank you, Shy. All right. Adventures with K-Trains asked, do you watch college football? Yes. Oh my, I'm missing college football right now. There's not a lot of major games this week. I will try to catch up on some of them here after I get done with this video, though. It's not a must-see, but I do like watch. And football is one of the sports where I kind of enjoy actually watching other teams that I don't follow. I can go watch those games as well, both pro and college. All right. Let me see what else we got here. Aaron says, can I see all your Lego collection, BrickTsar? All right, so I saw where Matt from BrickWiz posted a video. I haven't watched it yet. If you don't know BrickWiz, he's one of the Star Trek primary. He focuses on Did I say Star Trek? Star Wars. He focuses on Star Wars. Man, how many times do I misspeak? But he posted in the thumbnail, it said his title was like, looking at my $20,000 sealed collection. I should do that. But the entire collection would take forever to do, because a lot of stuff's in boxes. If I could get stuff out of boxes, but we got up to like P44 or P45 or something. So there's a minimum of 45 cardboard boxes that have sealed sets and other sets in them. And then there's all these over here. There's about 15 boxes there that have sealed sets in them. Then there's some in the other room that got sealed sets in them. Yeah, it would take a while. I'm so far behind. So Fraser Burns says, hey, BrickTsar, how are you doing with the Cafe Corner in Ninjago City Docks? Will we see them soon? So tomorrow's video will include an update on the progress. And after I film that video, because after tomorrow's video, I'm missing 9 parts for the Cafe Corner. And I thought they were common parts. One of them, I was like, why is this guy asking $20 for this part? And I'm like, oh no, how did I miss this? So there is a turntable that's got a light bluish gray base. It's in 12 sets. So I was like, okay, it's in 12 sets. it's going to be plenty of them out there. Well, the quantity of 4 that the Cafe Corner has is the most, and the other sets are all in demand, discontinued, long discontinued sets. So there is the Twilight from Star Wars. I didn't say Star Trek that time. The Twilight limited edition Star Wars set has one light bluish gray turntable base in it. So that set's expensive. There are some Pirates of the Caribbean sets. One of them's like the Queen Anne's Revenge, and those are in demand. So not going to be getting it from that set. There was some Harry Potter sets. There was one of the biggest Lego City airports, and there was a poly bag where it's the only valuable piece in the poly bag, so it's not worth getting the poly bag for that one piece. And if you look on Bricklink, this is so annoying. You look on Bricklink, there's a lot of people selling that one used, incomplete. It's missing the turntable. It says turntable substituted for black one. So there's like 5 of those listings on Bricklink. It is also in a World Racers set, but one of the larger, in fact, it might be the largest, one of the larger, not the largest, but one of the larger World Racer sets. And a lot of the listings on eBay and on Bricklink, they've taken that turntable out. They've substituted it. So that's what I'm going to do. I have placed orders for 5 of the. So I didn't want to do a video until I'd already placed my order, but I've placed an order for 5 of the Blizzard Peak World Racers sealed sets, because that's the only way I can guarantee I'm going to get the right turntable. And I'm going to part out those 5 sets and keep 4 of the turntables for myself. I actually have a sealed one here somewhere in the basement, but I wanted to go ahead and buy 5, so I'm going to be parting out that set, putting it in my Bricklink store, taking the 4 turntables. So instead of paying $80 for 4 of those turntables, I'm paying like $250 for 5 sets that I'm going to part out. And even without those turntables, those sets are worth $500. So that's what I'm doing. All right, let me get back to the live comments. Will Harper says, I remember that episode with Darth Vader and Spock. The Star Trek, Star Wars crossover. So another thing I annoyed somebody was I said that Han Solo and Chewbacca actually came to Earth, and Han Solo became Indiana Jones, and Chewbacca became Bigfoot. That really annoyed this person. So I doubled down on it. I doubled down on the story. But it's interesting that in 2008, Lego Toy Fair made in Lego, there was an exclusive set for Toy Fair that it was one of those little things that turns. On one side, it's Han Solo and it says Star Wars, and then you turn it. On the other side, it's Indiana Jones, and it says Indiana Jones. So, yeah, I thought that was a cute little thing. And yeah, try to find that for sale somewhere. So if you're an Indiana Jones collector or a Star Wars collector or an Indiana Jones and Star Wars collector, try to find the Toy Fair 2008 exclusive. Pretty amazing. Xavier says, I'm pretty new to the secondary market. I want to sell some comic books. And he's got Dutch comics. So far I got a few first editions. How fast do they sell? Wait for the right buyer. So I've been slowly selling comic books for 20 plus years now. They usually only sell quickly when there's something that you have that's suddenly in demand. So that's what's happened. I have comic books that I couldn't sell 15 or 20 years ago that now are in demand. There's like one of them was Moon Knight. Couldn't sell Moon Knight. Now that's in demand. Spider Woman. Couldn't sell it. Now it's in demand. Master of Kung Fu. That's for those that don't know. Master of Kung Fu is this shape, whatever this Marvel. I don't even know what's the name of the Marvel. I don't even understand the name of the Marvel movie because I never read the Master of Kung Fu comic, but that's his name. The Marvel movie is his name, and so I got some of the Master of Kung Fu comics that I never read. So I think it's just you got to look, see what's selling, see what's in demand. Comic books, though, are like baseball cards, is that you'll have, if you got 100 comic books, you probably got 2 that people want. So they are kind of slow to sell. Hey, it's Mayo. Hello, Mayo. Good to see you. Oh, John's going to his lug meeting. Enjoy your lug meeting. Yeah. So Monorail Manfred knows the about the light bluish gray base, turntable base. So that one's, yeah. I don't know how I missed that in doing my inventory for Cafe Corner, but yeah, it was going to cost $80 to get 4 of them. All right. So yeah, but Xavier, I don't know how many comic books you got. I have sold over 22,000 comic books in those 20 years. So yeah, it's possible to sell. Hello, Axel. Hello, JB's Brick Kiln. Hello, Kieran. Hello, Heinrich. In Europe, in Sweden even. Don't tell your wife yet if it's going to take a long time. Hello, Will Harper. Cosmic Twirlin'. So I don't know if you were here, Patty, but I did unbox your box. It's tomorrow's video, which I'll try to schedule at 1 o'clock. And I thoroughly love the shirt that Patty sent me. It's one of my favorite shirts. I also love the shirts that BJ and Jackson sent me. But y'all will see that in tomorrow's video, the unboxing of Patty's package that she sent me. Hello, Stephen Van Tripe. I did open up Canada shipping again. All right, I'm going to go back to the video comments, and then I'll get back to the chat. Here's one from Batman. He says, are you going to part out Lego video sets for their colorful elements and unique minifigures? Yeah, and he says, seems like a great opportunity when greater than 50% off. So if I went into Walmart or Target and they had those like 75% off, I would buy them. But I don't even know if I'll buy them at 50% off at this point. Because I don't know. I mean, but yeah, definitely 75%, I would buy them. But the thing that I don't like in those is the big elements. I don't know if those would sell in the box sets. But I think the minifigures would do well, even years from now. Drew Betts. Hello, Drew. He says, whatever happened to the Brick Model Railroader T1 steam locomotive? I remember that you ordered one and just curious about what happened. So about 4 or 5 months ago, we got an update. There's like a sound element from one of their manufacturers or something like that we were waiting on, and I've not heard anything since. So it's 2 years. It's 2 years since I placed the order. I'm sure they'll deliver it. I have confidence that Glenn and Kel, but it is a little worrisome that it's been this long, because what if something happens to them? Like, what if something happens to one of them? Or, I mean, not anything bad would happen to them, but yeah, that's a long time, and it's way past the time to get your money back through the payment that you made. I should send Glenn a message. I hadn't heard from him in a while. Ask him, what's the status on this? Can you go ahead and send us what you got? Have they actually got all the pieces together? I don't know. But 2 years is getting a little long. I'm not ranting about Brick Model Railroader. I like the guys, like what they do, but 2 years is a bit much. I think they should have had the stuff already in the process a little sooner. I think COVID affected some of it. All right. So Xavier asked a question. You talk about YouTube taking down your videos. Why? Well, what I meant is that they've been picking them off, in that my Trains Are Fun channel, they just randomly I'll get a message that your video is made for kids, and it's not one that's made for kids. And I do have videos that I left and marked as made for kids, just because if I wasn't talking or if it was questionable, I was just like, okay, it's made for kids. But I'd never make my video, especially the last 2 years, I'm talking like this. And like I say always, you will know if a video is made for kids if you're watching it. A kid will not watch a video like this. So if I'm talking like this on one of my Trains Are Fun's channel videos, kids, young, especially young kids, aren't going to be watching it. They're going to be like, that man never shuts up. BG asked, do you think rumors about the toy shortage is real? Do you think Lego will be affected like last year, even worse? I don't know if there is a toy shortage. There may be on some of the manufacturers because of maybe they can't make stuff because they don't have the supplies to make it, or it could be stuff with China. I'm not aware of a toy shortage. All right, looking more. Here's one from Dead Bricks. It's a great name for a channel. Do you have any display suggestions for minifigures? And thank you for answering my question in the first batch. The minifigure display cases are expensive. I did get a bunch of those on clearance though. That's what I use for the stairway to minifigures. Just make custom. You can make custom stuff. You can get display cases at places like Hobby Lobby and modify and build your own display stands. I wouldn't buy anything that's manufactured because it'd be too expensive. But a lot of people have ideas for making custom items. And here's one from Pinfold. It says, why don't they re-release So Stupid in different colors? I would buy them all. So that's the buildable minifigure, which you can still piece together. Just the sticker, of course, is exclusive, but that minifigure, they should make it like in different styles, like, or a different color for the overalls, or even a different outfit. And a lot of people have done that on their own, built something in the same scale as set 3723, the buildable minifigure, and made their own sig figs out of that. And why doesn't Lego do that? It'd be like printing money. It's like they made those brick-built minifigures for Harry Potter. That's like printing money. Make more for other themes. Yeah. And yes, I was wearing a blue pajama top in a recent video. That was from Fat Dandelions. Does Mrs. Jabbo care about all the extra washing? Well, here's the thing. You're talking about with the t-shirts? Most of the t-shirts, they've gone straight into the box after I've worn them, so those haven't been washed. I got pre-worn BrickTsar t-shirts in boxes over there. Anyone buy from Zavvi? This is from Dustin Close. So I ordered from Zavvi. It is legit, and there are a ton of videos on YouTube, both Lego Freak, Brick Trains, and others have ordered the blue Fiat. No problem. Might be a little smashed for some people. That's the only thing. All right, let me go back to the modern chat. See where I'm at. Okay, I'm probably going to miss a lot of your comments. Hey, David Elder, I got your order. I didn't get it in time, or didn't see it in time today to pick it to ship today. Thank you for ordering from our store again. Hello, SG. Hello, Drew Christie. Yeah, it's great to be here live. I'm alive. Let's see who else we got. We got Barry still here, and Stephen Van Trite, Brick Trains. Vladimir. Hey, how are you doing, Vladimir? Yeah, and Shy Time says it would make so much money. I mean, I don't know why, and they may have them in the works, but yeah, that's just like a no-brainer to make minifigures. It's almost like Lego themselves is like, man, if I'd known the minifigure was going to be so popular, I wouldn't have made it. It's like they want people to like the classic theme or something like that more than the minifigure-based stuff. But everybody loves minifigures. Make more of them. Hello, Brick Space. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. All right, so Brick Space, here's the questions. It says, what do you think of blue brick sets, especially their trains? So are blue bricks Lego bricks, or are they blue bricks? This is what I don't know. I think they're their own injection molding stuff. And my son approached me a couple of weeks ago. He's like, Blue Bricks is making Star Trek. Blue Bricks is making Star Trek. We got to get these. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't have any experience with them. I know that it ended up being bad for some of the people in Lego Ideas because they sold their ideas to Blue Bricks, and then Lego decided to do this designer program, and they weren't eligible for it because of the collaboration with Blue Bricks. Lego is very unforgiving about having collaborations with third-party brick companies like they did. It's like they used to carry Brick Journal in the Lego stores, and they canceled that partnership when they ran an ad for a company that resold Lego, which is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's like it's a company that sells and rents used Lego, not Mega Blocks, not another. They ended their partnership with Brick Journal because they ran an ad for that. What's the big deal? And this was before they bought Bricklink, long before they bought Bricklink. Fishing YouTube asked, do you like Lego set 6383? Is that the, hold on, that's the, it's like the construction yard set. It's, oh, what's the name of that set? I have the set, I'm trying to think of the name, 6383. Oh, Public Works. Yeah, Public Works. Yes, I like that set. I built it long before I ever did YouTube, so I haven't actually ever, it's one of the sets I thought I had done a video on, and I haven't, so I need to do that. I need to do a video on 6383 one day. Aaron asked, do you still have your 10196 Grand Carousel set? I have a Grand Carousel. So some of you that are new to the channel in the last few years even, there was an event in a video much like this, except my son was sitting next to me. We were filming the old school BrickTsar answer thingy, and somebody asked a question about something. I don't even remember what the question was. I had to go back and watch the video, but I think it was like things you regret selling, and I was like, I think I regret selling the Grand Carousel. I'm not 100% sure. I have to, like I said, what I said, but I think that was what it was. I mentioned that I had sold the Grand Carousel, and Jacob was like, you sold it? He was like, and it had been gone for so long, and he was so upset. He was like, I can't believe you sold it, the Grand Carousel. So yeah, I sold the Grand Carousel. And then that was kind of like a running joke or a running comment that people would bring that up after that. And then I ended up buying it again. So we have the Grand Carousel. It was one of the classic BrickTsar moments from like 2013 or 14 or something. All right. I'm getting thirsty. I should have brought some water down here. Hey, there's Mardi Gras Man. Hey, Earl. Waiting on the wife. Drove to Sidell to get a chainsaw. Oh, yeah. So if y'all don't know, Earl's down there in Louisiana. They escaped a lot of the damage to their home, but there's a lot of damage in the area, the yard, those types of things from the Ida. I think it was Hurricane Ida hit Louisiana pretty hard, and a lot of people don't have power. So normally we film the A Fool podcast, but I'm going to wait till he gets in a better situation, get his everything in order down there. It says good service in Slidell. LOL. Hammond, not so good. Those are places in Louisiana. All right. Oh, we just got a super chat from Duju. He says, hey, Jabbo, BrickTsar, Joey, Brick Chains, and Earl, Mardi Gras Man 23. Thanks, Duju. We always like your comments on the A Fool podcast as well. Thank you. K-Trains is back. Aaron says, do you like the Volkswagen Beetle 10187? Is that the blue one? You can't see it. I got a blue one. And then there's the dark blue one. It's over there. I do. I would like a green one. I'm sure we'll get another one. All right. So, hey, Mayo. Mayo dropped a super chat. Always appreciate your support. I need to do a video with you, man. I was like, we'll get this coordinated one day. Tom Pisley, you should. All right. if look, I know that like I've done triage on my subscription channel because I had people that I was subscribed to that hadn't made a video in 8 years, and I was like, okay, they're not coming back to YouTube. There's no point in me following them. But it doesn't hurt you to subscribe to somebody. So I'm going to recommend, if you haven't already, please go subscribe to Brick Trains and Mardi Gras Man 23. But the A Fool podcast, that is on Brick Train's channel. And if you're subscribed to him, then perhaps you'll get the notification on Fridays or every other Friday when we do the A Fool podcast, plus his other videos. If you like old Lego sets, you might enjoy those. But, the A Fool podcast on every other Friday. But help him, because he's like around 800, close to 850 subscribers. If he gets to 1,000, that's a really cool milestone. So yeah, if you don't mind, go subscribe to the A Fool podcast. And you can follow the A Fool podcast on your favorite podcasting platforms that we're on. I don't know which ones we're on. But also, yeah, subscribe to Brick Train's channel so that, he can get up to 1,000 subscribers. All right, I want to go back to the, let's make sure I got all the comments from I'm about to pass out. I really should have brought some water down here because I talk too much. All right, let's see if I got all the comments from, I'm back a week. Oh, it's upstairs. Oh, no. So Mr. Sneeze asked, could you show your Lego Mr. Bean figure that is on your shelf? So it used to be on the shelf. So last week, I took it upstairs with me because I was going to film this last Saturday. What happened last week? Something happened. I think I got called in. Oh, yeah, I got called into work. So I wasn't able to film. The time that I normally would start filming, I got called into work, and then I was gone all day. For work. And so the Mr. Bean figure, I had it sitting on the desk because I was ready to do that. I do have a video somewhere else on the channel it's a brickhead custom that we made as part of a contest at I think it was Philly. Was it Philly Brick Fest? We made that. So we had the Go Brick Me. We made it from the Go Brick Me set. And I'm very proud of that one. Jacob and I worked on that together. All right, so here's a very important question if Joey's still here. Jamid's Brick Clicks says, why do all the Brick Explorer and other Lego magazines that come with foil bags or other brick-related magazines get a brick set listing to count towards your total, but older Lego Mania magazines don't, even though they are produced by Lego, unlike the other magazines created by a third party? That is such a good question. That is a wonderful question. Those magazines aren't even made by Lego, and they're in brick set. The ones made by Lego directly or sold through Lego or whatever, the Brick Kicks, Lego Mania, Lego Magazine, Lego Life, they're not on brick set. Why is that? It's because nobody's added them yet. And the other ones are added because they're in Europe, and the people that contribute a lot to Brickset are in Europe. Like Hugh, the owner, the guy who founded, he's there and he gets all the brick. I think some of those companies send them the magazines. It must be nice to get all your stuff, not have to buy it, and people just send it to you. So he gets a lot of stuff both from Lego and from the other brick-based magazines that are third-party stuff. They send them stuff. I'm assuming. I could be wrong on that, but so that's why they're there. They get them. They post them. But the stuff like this that I have, the Brick Kicks, the Brick Journal. Brick Journal didn't used to be there. Joey and I helped contribute to that. So we're working on getting the Brick Kicks and the Lego Mania magazines and stuff. I do have all of the Lego magazines from Brick Kicks up to about 2017, I think. So I have every magazine made from 1988 or 1987 to 2000, like 30 years of magazines. I got every single one of them. So I need to get those uploaded or submitted. Because you can, like if something's not in the Brickset database, you can fill out the form and submit it. like for somebody to do it. I think, or is that Bricklink that does that? Anyway, let me go back to that was like a really, really important question, and we are hoping to get that. All right, so I think that caught me up on most of the questions from. Oh, here's one from Simon Linehan. He says, did anyone ever end up sending a different t-shirt to you? Don't anybody send me the different t-shirt. I bought my own different t-shirt. Different is the key word. That was inspired by BrickTsar. All right, I'm gonna go back to the live chat. Yeah. All right. Airplane. All right. Username Airplane asks, "Hi, how much have you selling boats?" I'm about to part out the selling boats. I don't know if you're talking about the Lego Ideas thing, the free set. I'm parting those things out, except for I'm keeping one. But I do have boats. Yeah, Hugh lives in the UK. Ted Bricks, hey, finally caught a live stream. Thank you, Ted. Hey, there's the Cajun Yeti. Good to see you, man. It's okay. It's okay. Brick Train says working on Mania now. Mayo says BrickTsar got all his sets to him in the TARDIS. Oh, for his fake hauls. So that was the other. So it's so funny. All right, so I got all these sets down here, obviously. And I can't say that it never crossed my mind. And we actually thought of doing some spoof videos, like funny videos of like hauls, but it's stuff we already got. And not to be misleading and say, oh, we got this haul and we got all these sets, but just to do it in a funny way. But some of my legitimate hauls, I had somebody saying that I faked them. I faked my hauls to get views, which is I'm like, how can you fake? I mean, yes, you can fake them, but if I'd already gotten the sets at some point, you're like, you had to get them, you had to acquire them somehow. And what are you gonna do, like another video later with the same stuff all over again? I mean, it's like, it makes no sense. It's like, the stuff is here. I own it. This isn't like these YouTubers, and I'm not talking about Lego YouTubers, but these lifestyle YouTubers who will rent a fancy car or rent a house to make it give the appearance that they're wealthy. It's not, to me, that's misleading. I'm not wealthy, that's for sure. And I do own all the Lego sets that I own. And most of them I bought. There have been a few that were sent to me by viewers. I got actually quite a lot of things that viewers have sent me. And it's like, why would I fake that? But that was the reference that Mayo was making there for the fake. So I said, oh, then I did the video like I'm exposed. Wait, that sounded bad. No, so I did a fake video like, yeah, I've been faking the hauls all along. And there's like, people believe that. I'm like, sarcasm is apparently something that certain people cannot understand, even when the sarcasm is not subtle. Now you can be subtly sarcastic. It's like one of the best skills, or not best, but an effective use of sarcasm is, this is the way I word it, see if I can word it correctly, is to insult someone, but they think it was a compliment. That sounds terrible. It shouldn't do that. That's mean. Nobody should do that. I do not recommend doing that. To give someone a compliment, but it's not really a compliment. Okay, I'll give you an example. So, obvious sarcasm would be like, somebody did something stupid and you say, way to go, Einstein. So it's clear. like, okay, they're not really smart like Einstein. You're not saying they're smart like Einstein. It's like the contrast there. It's like, so, and the other one is like, if somebody does something stupid, it's like, or doesn't notice something that's obvious, they're like, way to go, Sherlock. I think there's another expression they use for that. So that's sarcasm, but yeah, if you can do it in a way that it sounds like it's a compliment, but it's not, that's the key. Oh, and hey, Mayo says, do you remember BrickTsar? So that was it. And then also the Mr. Gold video. DZ Studio says, sarcasm is bad. That was sarcasm, by the way. I like that. Tarker's channel of random things. So the battle for Mustafar Bionicle set was really cool. Oh, so, and you know what? So, let me put my glasses back on so I can think. Shut up so I can hear. Wait, no, it's shut up so I can see. Wait, no, I forget what the expression was. Anyway, I have done things sarcastic about Bionicle, but I did genuinely like those sets that I got. I said, these are pretty interesting. I can see why people like them. So those, the Race for the Mask of Life, but I do the type of humor that I did in that video, I do for all themes. It's not like singling out Bionicle as bad. It's just, I do the contrary. And Mayo will tell you, because he's seen a lot of my videos, it's like when I call a minifigure that Johnny Depp played the character, I'll call him every character he played except what the actual minifigure is. So like the Tonto minifigure, I'd call him like Edward Scissorhands. That type of stuff. And that actually annoys people when I do that, which is fine. But it'd be like calling Han Solo Indiana Jones. And I annoyed a person by doing that. But, and speaking of Han Solo, here's M&R Productions. You know what? That's a good idea. He says, I wonder if they'll make the Yellow Castle red now that Lego sets are coming in different colors. They ought to. And I have heard rumors, I guess, from some of the people that do the rumor videos about like possibly doing some of the old the modulars, but the problem with the old modulars is that some of the elements aren't made anymore, and that becomes a problem. And even as simple of a recolor as the Fiat was, they still got some things wrong with like the instruction manual. So it's like, it would be nice to get recolors of older sets. And a lot of the parts in that, in the Yellow Castle aren't made anymore. Even though the vast majority of you can make, but there's certain pieces that are critical to the build, I think, that aren't in there. Or are they? You know what? I think most of the pieces are in there. The flag's not, the windows are not. The hinges should be available, so they could do it. All right, yes. And so, and going back to the sarcasm talk, so I made one of the worst videos ever to be published on YouTube. And it was an unintentional, it was intentionally bashing Lepin. It was unintentionally filmed in a very bad quality because I did it live. I filmed the video live. The video's not public anymore. It's unlisted. It's in a playlist and it's on a Lepin website. So the video was trashing Lepin. The quality was horrible because the Wi-Fi I had at the time was not very good, and I didn't realize it when I was filming it that the Wi-Fi was so bad. But it worked perfectly for the video because it was a video that had the pretense of being in support of Lepin, but every argument was actually against Lepin. It was presented in a positive way towards Lepin, but they were actually bad things. And literally the poor quality of the video was like, oh, this is perfect. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. I'm not going to take this video down. And so the thing that made my day was when somebody sent me the thing that the video was on a South African website that sold Lepin. And it was a testimonial of how good Lepin is. I'm like, oh, this is great. And so the video is actually unlisted. I still get views on it because it's on the Lepin website. And I'm like, this is so great. And so people get mad, you know, when they find the video, they're mad because I'm just trashing Lepin because Lepin is garbage and you shouldn't buy it. It violates trademark. There's so many reasons not to buy Lepin. They got shut down by Lego after this video was made, but they just pop up as another company. But yeah, that was one of an unintentional, poorly filmed video that was intentionally sarcastic. That Lepin thought a reseller that sold or seller that sold Lepin thought it was pro Lepin, when it was actually very and clearly anti-Lepin, so that was nice. Oh, so, Mayo, you should probably, we always get questions about the long story of the Mayo Hosco for commenting on Jabbo channel. You could probably just change that channel name now. There's no need to, because the question always comes up now. It is a long story. And this is, and again, it goes back to something I don't like that YouTube does now, that I think everybody that does live stream hates, and it's that you can't verify if somebody's real unless they are like Ryan. Ryan has the check mark and the wrench. So people that comment regularly, sometimes I'll give them the blue wrench just so that way I know if somebody's impersonating them, it's not them. And so the problem I had years ago, and Lego Freak knows all about this, is that people would come in and impersonate Lego Freak. They would come in and impersonate AFOL Man. And it's like, they would come in, their first comment or two would be almost exactly in the same style as them, but then all of a sudden they start doing profanity and other stuff. And you're like, oh, dumb, stupid people. And used to, you could just click on the name. You just go over here and click on somebody's name in the chat and see, okay, yeah, that's the real person, before you block somebody. And now it's like, oh, I can't click on this name. And if I search that name, I don't know if I'm finding the same channel. It's very annoying. I don't know why they do it. So M&R says that everyone I know automatically gets moderator. That's the only way to do it. So if you got people that are commenting regularly on your live streams, and then somebody wants to come in and impersonate those, yeah, having a moderator, the wrench. So either you got to have the verified check mark or the wrench. And most of us, aren't going to have the verified check mark. And I also, and the sad thing about it though is that I have seen people get upset because they didn't realize it was somebody impersonating them. So that's what happened with Mayo, somebody impersonating Mayo. And I should have known, because you'd have to be real aggressive to do what they were doing. But I know people that quit doing YouTube because they thought they were being attacked by people in the community. And what it was, yes, they were being attacked, but it wasn't by the people they thought. It was by people impersonating the people they thought, which is bad. So, yeah. And BFAB has impersonators. That's right, Will. Axel Plate says, sarcasm on, I don't want you to know my real name. Sarcasm off. Yeah. All right, so I think that was a good stream. Answered a lot of questions. Wait, Julia May just asked a question. I have a question. Where's Carl Malone? Where is he? He's up here. You just can't see him. It's the mailman. I said I was going to bring him back, and I haven't brought him back. Another Cajun, Carl Malone. So I used to have him in all of my halls, and people were like, why do you got Carl Malone in your halls? I'm like, because he's the mailman. I just knocked over Oh man, I knocked over Mario and Maniac for brick. Oh, I'll just leave it there. I always knock something down. But anyway, I'm really glad that all of you will be able to be here. I will answer one more question from CyberBricks87. It says, do you like Trick Bricks track? No. I do not like Trick Bricks. Do not like Trick Bricks, but I do like FX Bricks. And I got personal reasons for not liking Trick Bricks. But anyway, that is all I'm going to do. I want to thank everybody who joined. We had a big group here today for me. Thank you all that shared comments. Thank you, Jude and Mayo, for the super chats in the stream. If I missed a super chat, I apologize. And thank you. If I missed your question, I apologize. But the good thing about that is you can always ask it again in another video, and I'll be back in another video in a different shirt. M&R says I should start my own track business. Yeah, that's a good. I'm just not good with the injection molding, and the trains would derail everywhere. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you guys in another video. Oh, and I got to go over there to end it. I didn't think this out. The button to end the video is over there, so I got to get up and walk away. So you can look at the shelf while I walk over to the back, and I'll just keep talking while I go over there. It's like bonus coverage, and now I can put the people that watch this as a video on demand later, there will be options to go watch other videos or subscribe or something like that, so you can do that. But anyway, good night, everybody. Take care. Be excellent to each other, except for the people that buy Lepin. And I can't end the stream. I don't know how. Okay, see you guys.